difference between for loop and for each loop. For loop and for each loop. So coming to the primitive data types, we can use for loop, and coming to the arrays, compared to for loop, for each loop is preferable. Now here you can see int a equal to new int 3. Now how the data will found? A of 0 equal to 10, and then a of 1 equal to 20, and then a of 2 equal to 30. There is a one note. The note is arrays starts with 0 and ends with length minus 1. Ends with length minus 1. So that's why we are started from the 0, ended with a 2. This is nothing but a 0, 1, 2. We got a total 3 data. Now if I need a single data, I can call with the index value, like system.out.println a of 1. When I can call this a of 1, I can get the output as 20. Okay. Now when I need a overall data, when we have a multiple execution, we need to follow the for loop. For, and then here I am initializing one variable I equal to 0, and then I less than 2, a dot length. What is this a dot length means? So when you are using this system.out.println a dot length, it will get the how many arrays was followed. It will give that answer as a 3. Like that way, here we are following that a dot length, and then I plus plus. Now system.out.println a of I. You can close the loop. Now you can see I will be starting from the 0. I equal to 0. I is less than to 3. Condition satisfied. So when the I is 0, it will print that 10. And when the I value is 1, I greater than 2, 1 is greater than 2, less than to 3. So condition satisfied, 20 will print. And again I plus plus, I becomes a I equal to 2. 2 is less than to 3. So 30 will print. I equal to 3. In this time 3 is not less than to 3. So condition was not satisfied. You can get the output as 10, 20, 30. Like after this for loop, we are getting a some if once a time we can getting less than or equal to a dot length, we are getting a array out of bound exception. So when you are writing long time programs, it will causing some exceptions. So that's why in Java they are introduced for each loop. Which loop it is? For each loop. We can name it as a advanced loop also. In that for each, you can see it will follow one syntax. For it was opened data type, like a data type, which it is follow the homogeneous data type, like similar to the declaration data type. Data type like instant variable colon declared variable. Variable is this a is the variable. Now open the for each loop and close the for each loop. Now in place of here we can see same for loop. Here you can see we are using that length method. Here just go to the for, and what is the data type? Int. Here I am giving the instance variable I, and then colon. What is the declared variable? A. And then I am going with the system.out.println. Here I am printing just I. What the JVM can recognize that what is the length of the A? A length is 3. That's why the loop will be continued 3 times up to the condition satisfied. So here it will print the 10, 20, 30. There is no chance for index out of boundary exception. Why? Because it will getting the exact length of the A variable. So this is the minor difference between for loop and for each loop. For primitive data types, for primitive data types we can use general for, but when we are starting with the arrays we can use this for loop, but for each is highly preferable for arrays. Okay, this is the difference between for loop and for each loop.